I'm Joel Miller.
And I'm Jamey Bennett.
And this is Bad Books of the Bible.
It's a podcast about a collection of books with a curious pedigree and an even stranger legacy.
Today's episode contains a reading from the Wisdom of Solomon, read by Father Alexis Kouri, host of Daily Orthodox Scriptures on Ancient Faith Radio.
The Wisdom of Solomon, Chapter 5. Then the righteous man will stand with confidence in the presence of those who afflict him and those who reject his labors. When they see him, will be shaken with dreadful fear, and they shall be amazed at his unexpected salvation. They will speak among themselves with regret, and in anguish of spirit they will groan and say, "This is the man whom we fools once held in derision and made a byword of disgrace. We considered his life to be madness, and his death as without honor. How has he been numbered among the sons of God, and how is his portion among the saints? Therefore we went astray from the way of truth, for the light of righteousness did not shine on us, and the sun did not rise upon us. We were satisfied with the paths of lawlessness, and we traveled through impassable deserts, but the way of the Lord we have not known. What has arrogance profited us? And how has our wealth with its false pretension helped us? All those things have passed by like a shadow, and like news that escapes notice, like a ship that passes through the waves of water, which after passing through no trace can be found, nor the pathway of its keel in the waves. Or like a bird when it flies through the air, no proof of its journey is found, and the light air, whipped by the beating of its pinions, and divided by the force of its rushing motion, is traveled through by the movement of its wings. But after this, no sign of its approach is found therein. Or like an arrow, when it is shot at an object, the divided air immediately comes together, so that no one knows its pathway. Thus we also, after we are born, come to an end, yet have no sign of virtue to show, but have been entirely consumed in our vice. Because the hope of the ungodly man is like dust carried by the wind, and like a light frost driven away by a storm, it is dispersed like smoke before the wind, and it passes like the remembrance of a guest who stays only one day. But the righteous live forever, and their reward is with the Lord, and their care is by the Most High. Therefore they shall receive a kingly dwelling of dignity, and a crown of beauty from the hand of the Lord, because he will shelter them with his right hand, and protect them with his arm. He will take his zeal as his full armor, and will turn his creation into weapons against his enemies. He will wear righteousness as a breastplate, and put on impartial judgment as a helmet. He will take holiness as an unconquerable shield, and sharpen his relentless wrath for a sword. And creation will fight with him against the senseless. Well-aimed flashes of lightning will strike, and leap to their object as from a well-drawn bow of clouds. And hailstones full of anger will be hurled, as from an engine of war. The water of the sea will be vexed with them, and the rivers will wash over them severely. A powerful wind will oppose them, and like a storm, it will winnow them away. Lawlessness will lay waste all the earth, and wrongdoing will overturn the thrones of rulers. The Wisdom of Solomon, Chapter 6. Listen therefore, O kings, and understand. Learn, O judges of the ends of the earth. Give ear, you that rule over multitudes, and take pride in yourself over a multitude of nations. For power was given to you from the Lord, and your lordship from the Most High, who will make a careful search of your works and examine closely your plans, because as servants of his kingdom you did not judge rightly, neither did you keep his law, nor did you walk according to the plan of God. He shall come upon you terribly and quickly, because severe judgment falls on those who govern. For the least is pardoned in mercy, but the powerful shall be strongly examined. For the master of all will not shrink back from anyone's presence, nor respect greatness, because he himself made both small and great, and cares for all alike. But a strict inquiry is imminent for the mighty. Therefore to you, O tyrants, my words are directed, that you may learn wisdom and not fall away. For they will be made holy who keep holy things piously, and those who are taught holy things will find a defense. Therefore long for my words, yearn for them, and you will be instructed. Wisdom is radiant and unfading, and is easily perceived by those who love her. For she is found by those who seek her. She comes upon those who long to know her beforehand. He who rises early in the morning to seek her will not grow weary, for he will find her sitting at his gates. For to think deeply about her is the perfection of discernment, and he who keeps watch for her will soon be free from worry, because she goes about seeking those worthy of her, and she appears to them favorably in their paths, and meets them in every thought. For the beginning of wisdom is a very genuine desire for instruction, and careful attention to instruction is the love of her. Now this love is the keeping of her laws, and giving heed to her laws is the assurance of incorruption, and incorruption brings one near to God. So desire for wisdom leads to a kingdom. Therefore if you take pleasure in thrones and scepters, O tyrants, honor wisdom, that you may reign forever. I will tell you what wisdom is and how she came to be, and I will hide no mysteries from you, but I will search her out from the beginning of creation and make her knowledge clear. I will not pass by the truth, nor indeed travel with envy, which causes one to waste away, because envy will have no share in wisdom. But a multitude of wise men is the salvation of the world, and a prudent king is the stability of his people. Therefore be instructed by my words, and you will profit.
Thanks for listening to today's reading. Father Alexis Kouri's podcast, Daily Orthodox Scriptures, can be heard on Ancient Faith Radio.
You can find our podcast, along with show notes, our mailing list, our Twitter feed, and our Ancient Faith homepage, all linked at badbooksofthebible.com.
I'm Jamey Bennett.
And I'm Joel Miller.
And you've been listening to Bad Books of the Bible,
a production of Ancient Faith Radio. Tune in next time to listen in on our conversation about this very passage.